Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. I wanted to talk about some things for a second. So now I'm on this video thing called Kick. I don't know how it works. I guess I take it works just like you now, which I'm on you now. So pretty much I am going to be on here uh, finding a plan to do my work. Hold on, y'all. Already I'm having trouble. Give me a second. Community, settings, profile, stream key, reset, copy, copy, copy. Hold on. I thought I would be streaming off of here. Give me a second, you guys. Now what? Um, Go to StreamYard, delete some streams, destinations, take off the destinations, remove, 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 remove. Okay, let's try something else. Let's see if that works. Because I was playing around with it a lot. I don't even know if it'll work. I should have did it yesterday. Let me see something. Stream key. Let's refresh that. I'm just waiting to see my face. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're good. My hair looks so messed up. So it's going. I'm just looking. I'm looking at something. That's a wait. How did I do that? How did I do that? Go back. Go to kick. Go to stream. It should be live now. Settings. Stream key. Create restream account. That's what I'm trying to get on. That's not good. It don't recognize me. Let me go here for a second. The stuff you gotta do. Destinations, add custom RMP. Go here, go there. Stream key, copy, Stream key, copy, go back, stream URL, see if that works. Nickname Kickstarter. Okay, now let's see if I can get on that. Go back here, go to edit. We're gonna, let me get out of here and get back on. I'll be right back. Okay. I am gonna choose to get off of, I don't want to get off of Twitter. I'm gonna get off of Instagram. So follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show. I want to see if this works. Now go back here. Is it going? Let's refresh it. Still not letting me do it. Profile, stream key, security, notifications. There's no reason to be on here if I can't go live without restream. How is this happening? It was a waste of time because I would have to go keep saying I'm offline, and that's not true. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. Where's the authenticator application? Okay, this isn't gonna work because I can't find it. They make it so hard. Okay, that right there got me mad, but I'm about to close down my account because there's no need to be on here if I can't stream. You need a two-factor authentication code, but they said that they sent something else to you, and they don't send it to everybody. It must not be to everybody because I sure as hell didn't get it. Really? Do you really think I'm that stupid, bro? Ugh. Let me write them. That's my last resort. And then I'm gonna do some real work. So let me get back on my channels. Yep. I have to have that authentication code. Authentication. So which place did I get off of? Either way it goes, it's not going nowhere on Restream. So I'll put that right there. Yeah, on Instagram. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now it's time to do some work. That's the best I can do. Let me get on here. I have to wait for them to give me an authentication code. So I'm not going to cancel my account. If they don't give me an authentication code or I can't, I'm going to write them and tell them I want to cancel my account. But until then, let's see. Copy that. Go. Where is my. Oh, I got a little scared there. There we go. Hi. Hi. How are you? There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I hope that you're doing fine. So, what work are we going to do? Um, Homework, more homework. And then I'll put people on Apple Podcasts. I think I got like two people I have to put on Apple Podcasts and Reels. Matter of fact, let's do that now before I forget. Let me connect you. First, let me get into Apple Podcasts. Doobie doobie doo. Doo 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 doo. Oh my god. It's too cold or too hot. It's where there is no Goldilocks effect with me. So we got 33. When it gets up to 50, I'll do season 5. No, 45. Okay, let's let you see what I see. I'm gonna turn you around. Whew! Whoa! I knew I messed up somewhere. Oh, that's how they got it. How do I do this crap? StreamYard. StreamYard. Go to pass. 2 of them. Download audio. Close. Download audio. Okay. Now we got both of those going, and now we can view Paul Joe's. We can edit and repurpose, and he had a lot to talk about. I hope I get him when he said he did the CIA.
The thing is that my brain is still not back where it was before. I can't multitask like I did before. For instance, I and our plan was to check out of this very inexpensive hotel in Munich and sleep on the train to Vienna that night. And I said to my wife, "Hey, let's celebrate. It's not like we have a ticket to a specific train. We have a Europe for the next train." So I asked the clerk, "What's one of the nicest places to eat here?" And he said, "Well, probably the restaurant, the Four Seasons Hotel." So I said, "No, let's go there." And he says, "You can't get in there. First off, it's a Friday night. No, October 15th, 1982 is a Friday. You need a reservation. It's a small restaurant. And you need to be dressed in a suit, which means a gown. You know, it's jeans and sneakers and backpacks." So I remember saying to my wife, "Let's go there. The creator of the universe just communicated with me. And if I want to celebrate, he'll take care of us." So we run over there, and the doorman sees us, and I ask where the restaurant is. He says up the banister on the second floor. And as we're trying to, so he says, "Yeah, it's very famous. It's called A Man Like You and Me," which is part of the title of the book. And the lyrics are to well, around 11. It's like in a circle of traffic. So we're running there around 11 o'clock at night, and there's nothing written there, but there's a man standing there, American old man with a southern accent, which I didn't like in those days. And he looks at me and says, quote, "My name is James. I've been waiting for you for a long time. It's about time you got there." And he turned around and left.
Go back. No, I can't go back. It's still processing. I jumped from 20. I need glasses, man. Okay, that's studying music. Okay, that's enough. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, or I will hunt you down and tickle you to death. Still processing. I hate when it still processes. Just sitting there. Okay, too easy. I know what I'm gonna do. Wait, before I do that, go back, copy her stuff, go back, go in the studio, edit, repurpose, go all the way, keep going to 9:30.
There's going to be a solo cycling tour across Ontario this September in Canada.
Okay, that's good enough.
I'd really love.
Thanks. Oh, wait, she put it. Oh, Stella, to see the whole footage. Publish. Okay, that's published. Did they both? They still haven't downloaded. Fiddlesticks. StreamYard. Download. Audio. I know that I'm giving for the love of you. Alright, babe. I know that I'm living for the love of you. You got me, girl. Wanna be living just for the love of you. Okay. Did that go through too? Great. Okay. Whew. So now, who is we going to on air settings? The Kimberly Cloud Show featuring Paul Joel. Paul Joel is a ex CIA agent who got fired for not committing to setting someone up or in another country. He hardly talks about his life stories and how they are connected with in the CIA. He is a doctor that has an extensive background. His medical condition slowed him down, but his verbiage moves quicker. About Mr. Joel. Now when you hear the song, you know it's on, baby girl. When you hear the song, you know it's on, baby girl. You hear the song, you know it's on. I swear your loving got me so high. I'm gone, gone. 35. Higher, another puff. Higher, ooh. Baby girl, you can't pretend. Your love give me high 10. We mix like juice and gin. Do or die, we at it again. No, 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 no. Shout out to my niggas in the pen. Shout out with a few good friends. We really mix juice and gin. Do or die, we at it again. And for those who don't understand where the word nigger came from, I actually found out. Anybody raise your hand. Anybody know where the word nigger came from? I'm about to tell you how they came up with the word nigger. Hold on. Let me delete this trash. Hold on. So I guess the supremacists were like, how do we make up a word that's close to where they from? So you got Nigeria and you add an extra G to it, and that's how you spell nigger. Not well, yeah, Nigeria. You just take out the IA and you add a GER. When I just look up Nigeria, how you spell Nigeria, and it's just so close to nigger. We are stamped with Nigeria, and then the black man just started working with it and just said, well, if they're gonna call us nigger, we're gonna be called niggers and not niggas and not niggers. I wouldn't want to be called anything. Now it's embedded in my children's head. It's embedded in my head. I wish I never knew that language. I wish I was like Siri. I'd be like, they say, hey, what's up, nigger? I don't understand. I don't compute what you're saying. I wish I can do that. But you know what's pretty cool about everything I've learned, whether good or bad? Everything I learned, whether good or bad, has taught me a lesson. Now, I hate it for those, and I feel scared for those who go through things and don't learn their lesson. But me, on the other hand, when I go through stuff, I'm like a computer. When I go through stuff, I compute, well, is this going to get me in trouble? Is it not going to get me in trouble? I think about the long term, short term. Is it going to get me in trouble? Is it not going to get me in trouble? And the words I've learned has grown. Like, what I mean by that is the word nigger, the B word, the C word, such as, I should say it's not the white people language, it's actually the CUNT language. But any bad language, I'm just saying, any bad language I ever learned has taught me. So if even the Spanish word for BITCH, puta, it taught me how to learn body language. It taught me, if I ever go on an interview with the CIA and FBI, I would say that it taught me, I may not know different languages, but it taught me how to read personalities and fake people versus real people versus people that have an ulterior agenda. It taught me a lot. So I play the game just like they play the game. I try to give them a chance, but I still keep caution. So that's how I do. But I can tell when somebody is being fake. Period. It's in my blood. If I never, and I still get hoodwinked. It's like every year a new guy come up with a 3.0 cheaters guide or 3.0 cheaters guide to where he's like, hey baby, I just want a relationship with you. And I'll be believing it. I believe it. I'll be like, you know what? Okay, okay. And it be wrong. Like one movie said, which is pretty true, you find out what their strengths are and you exploit their weaknesses. So the Kimberly Cloud Show featuring, oh, stuff. Go here. I didn't mean to do that. It's a trick to it. On air settings. That's published. Oh, what can I not say about Ostella? She was a wonderful guest and she was able to tell part of her story dealing with freedom, rights, and much more. She takes into effect that she loves using specific older instruments with newer ones and vows she would never abuse auto tune. About Ostella. Okay. If I never ever learned about how to what I went through, if I never learned what I went through, I would be so naive to the fact that I'd probably be dead by now, trusting different people. And that's not fair for me to be passed away prematurely. You know, I've been around killers, and what I mean by that is not on purpose. Like, I'll give you an example. I was in Salt Lake City, and they opened up, it was a slum landlord that I put a $2,000 down payment on. And there was this Korean dude, and he sat up there and he started spraying chemicals in the air while I was in an efficiency type place. And all of this is documented on my Kimberly Cloud show, 38 show. So it's not like I'm lying. I never said who I've been around, but I was in a efficiency type place where the rooms were being rented out. And I was smoking cigarettes and smoking weed at the time. And what happened was he started spraying stuff in the air. And if you sit up there and you leave kimchi out, because kimchi is very toxic. If you make kimchi, eat it. Because if you don't make it the right way and you sit up there and leave it out fermented, it can become toxic. And so he started doing that. And that bugged me. And I was working on getting another place anyway because of the way things were going. Then I met this killer that lived there. You can tell he was a killer because every time I was outside smoking a cigarette, he would show up and he'd be like, that eerie sound, and I had to play it cool with him, even though he never came at me the wrong way. But it would have got to the point had I not played it cool, he would have probably killed me. Had that eerie laugh. I'm like, what you doing out here? He's like, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I didn't say that, but I'm thinking that in my head. All these things is going around in my head. And so I laughed back. I've been around a lot of killers. I can tell a killer from a mile away. A rapist, a killer. I'm like, he's like, let me show you something in the back. I gotta show you something in the back. I gotta show you something in the back where nobody's at, in a dark area and a gated. Because I used to wake up just like this, and in Salt Lake City, it stayed dark in the morning. And so I went back there one time and I said, oh, hell no, he's trying to lure me back there. And he kept asking me if I wanted stuff. And I'm like, no. So I forgot what happened where uh, the cat broke the camel's back. But I never gave the keys back to the owner because I kept telling them I had to call the police. And I kept telling them, oh my God, y'all have to go to Salt Lake City though, because the way it's so much innovation out here. You don't know how much great innovation. They actually got a fucking tree it looks like a tree, but it's actually a satellite. It has satellites and branches off of it. And it's so beautiful. At first I was like, look at that fucking tree. And then I looked, it was so huge. I started seeing these satellites, and it was all made of a fucking, it's not wood. I put it to you like that. It's not wood, it's not copper, but it's some type of metal, rusty metal. And it was so beautiful. It had little satellites on it. And I said to myself, I looked at the satellite yesterday morning. I was like, what does the satellite, what is it? What is inside? And then my mind clicked. I was like, it's sensors. It's sensors inside of it that ping off of the outer space satellites and ping off of the satellites that's here, off of the cell towers that's here. and you can just connect to everything, and that's how Wi-Fi works. So yeah, man, it's crazy. Okay, they both were done. When I don't talk a lot, I start to get tired. um, but yeah, man, like I've been around killers, and you know, one guy, I was all of precious 17. I could have died. Kept poking me in the stomach like he wanted to stab me up or something. And I said, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because he was getting mad. He said, where you been? I mean, I done been through some crap, man. Like, I've been, like, when I say I've been around murders, I mean it. And I, only thing, God, fate, intervention. And I don't brag about it. I'm just being real. You know, another guy carrying a 45 pistol. I didn't even know he did it. I had this picture of him carrying a 45 and it was illegal. He had felons. And like I said, man, they all looked out for me, but some didn't. Some didn't like me, you know. And especially in Maryland, I had a lot of people looking out for me. I did. They didn't look out to me for the degree that, they helped me with my situation with my family, but they helped me out where they protected me. And if it wasn't for the protection of the people that I was with, they would have, I would have sat up there and be dead in Maryland. And that's real. And no, I ain't talking about my husband. I'm talking about my teenage years. They probably gone already or dead. But you, I put it to you like this. It sounds twisted, but I put it to you like this. I was always alone. I don't know why. I don't understand how it happened this way. Why some people have families and I'm always stuck alone. It doesn't make me cry like I used to cry and get lonely. But now I know I have a purpose to be isolated like I am. Yes, I've had friends, and they were good friends. Yes, I've had boyfriends, and they were good boys, excluding the 2 times I was married. Outside of that window, my boyfriends, not my first boyfriend, but the boyfriends I've had in Maryland were good to me. Now, that sounds twisted because I just said that they were, some of them were murderers, but that's out of my control. I can't control what they did outside of when I left. I couldn't control what they did, and it's in the past. And I wasn't even thinking like I thought now. I just had a little common sense to treat them with respect, and that's what I did. The G code, and pretty much, I always had respect for all races. It's a all race thing. But these days, you sit up there and you go out there, and I never looked for love. It was to the point where my sister, my aunt, my cousin, and whoever was else in the kitchen would literally be upstairs from me talking about my me, what I used to do, and how I had so many people that used to look out for me. And I'm like, what is it to your business? I was so isolated from the beginning. All they used to say is I act like my mother, and that drew me to more to drugs because I know my mother never did drugs. And so I would sit up there and I did the dipper, which was abdominal fluid with a cigarette. Don't ask me why I did it, but everybody, the go-go music used to talk about the dipper. And so I was 17, I did it. And I came home or to Janet house because it was never my home. And she started yelling at me. I wasn't even late. She said my curfew was 11:30. And I came in and I was so zooted. And I just was just looking at her funny. Because she was just going, she was looking for me to have a reaction. They always did this to me. They was trying to figure out a way to get rid of me. And I don't mean like kick me out. When they figured they couldn't kill me, they would sit up there and kick me out. And I ignored her. I used to get high and ignore her. Complain to my first boyfriend. He said, "Get out of there and move in with me." And I'm like, "No, I need to go to the military." And that's what I did. But before I did, they kicked me out. I went back down to North Carolina with my brother, and it was meant for me to be in North Carolina with my brother because had I not went, his life would never have been spared. He would be dead. He would be literally dead. If the same events happened and I was up in Maryland, that happened when he got shot in the chest and they were supposed to shoot up the whole house, all the family members, everybody in the house. He would be dead and his children would be expired. So if it wasn't for him waking me up, which I'm a hard sleeper. I used to be a hard sleeper, and he was barely calling my name. Something woke me up that night. And I was just like, "What do you want?" Because usually he tried to joke around and I was about to go back to sleep. But something told me something was wrong. We had a connection. And I said, "What is it?" And he was downstairs slunched over talking about I've been shot. So I called 911. Had that same event happened, nobody even was up. Nobody. Everybody was asleep. Nobody woke up except me. It's 7 people in the house. Nobody woke up except me. And that fan, the fan that was on in the projects, it was loud as shit. And I just happened to hear him. That's God. So, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, I I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been pushed in a 12-foot pool by my cousin. I've been choked out by my cousin, and I've never talked back to him. He bust Jamar. I was on the phone with Jamar Bailey one night, and Jamar Bailey used to be Secret Service or still is Secret Service for Kamala Harris. And I was on the phone. He was just about to tell me, we were talking about him going to the Marines, and I was telling him I was going to the Army, and we were laughing because we used to sit up there and mess around. And so, he's on the phone now. He's on the phone. And um, next thing I know, my cousin busts open his own property, his mother's property. He busts through there because of his own insecurities. Nobody is talking about him. We're talking about different subjects at 16, 17, or 17 and a half. He busts open the door and talking about damn right about the electric bill. And so I'm like, "What are you saying?" Jamar said, "I gotta go." I said, "Okay, bye." And the next thing you know, my aunt come downstairs, taking up for him. She slaps me. I body slams her, and I don't feel no remorse. So when I body slam the woman, he goes and he chokes me. I'm trying to defend myself. I'm trying to defend myself. They both gang up on me. I black out. I wake up, and then months later, I told Troy, I said, look, I don't know how to swim, Troy, but I would love to learn. He was like, oh, really? I said, yeah. So next thing I know, I'm talking to somebody near the pool and somebody pushes me and I find out it's my cousin's uh, brother, wife, brother. And I goes in the pool and I goes all the way down 12 feet. Somebody that was there pulled me out and I could have died. I told my brother was ready to kill Troy. He was ready to kill Troy. The same thing happened when I was 5 years old. Somebody pushed me in the pool, but I don't know who did it, and my brother saved me. It's just sad, man. And we were at a party. They always was trying to kill me. Then my sister go on a rampage and used to abuse me since I was 10, since I was younger. And like one day we were in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she just started hitting me, just showing off, hit me. I never wanted to hit her or do anything to her, but she just wanted to hit me and show off to make it seem like I'm just this slow woman. And all her friends thought I was slow. So she hit me and she dragged me from my mouth with her hands. And then I ended up with a charge because one day I was 7 months, 6.5, 6 months pregnant. I'm talking to my aunt over the phone, and not even about Jessica. Next thing I know, I come out and she's swinging on me. She starts swinging on me and she abused me, and I ended up with a child. I ended up with a child that was 2 pounds, 8 ounces because of that bitch. Stressing me out. I would never forgive her. And I get a charge. Her boyfriend, her husband, Gerard, called the police when I was gone. And they thought all the charges got dropped, by the way. But just because that was her, she was jealous of me. She used to do fucked up shit. It was sad, man. It was really sad, man. My grandfather was in Vietnam War, and he used to lock them in closets. I'm going way back. He used to lock 12 of my uh, family members in cabinets, not closets, cabinets, including my mother, including my aunties. He broke one of my aunt's bones. And back in the day, you couldn't go to the hospital. Talk about dysfunctional. He was a drinker. He was a drinker and had like 12 aunties and uncles. Now let's look at the future of what happened to those uncles and aunts that messed me over. Let's take a look, because whoever is helping me, I don't have to be there. I'm sick myself, but I don't have to be there, because my cousin that did that to me has HIV, has AIDS, full blown AIDS, and he has one kidney and he's still drinking. My aunt, which could have stopped the whole thing, has no legs. Karma is coming to those who treated me bad. I don't even want to know what's going on with them no more. I'm nowhere near them. I'm in the past and they're in the future. I'm taking care of my present and my future while in the past and they're in the future doing absolutely nothing with their lives but dying off. I didn't give Troy AIDS. I didn't give Aunt Janet something where she has no legs. I wasn't there in Maryland. Enough's enough, man. Like they used to mentally and physically abuse me, man. And I can only imagine what they did to my mother. I can only imagine. I can only imagine what they did to my mother. She was so beautiful. They were all jealous of her. And when she got with a crackhead like my dad, everything fell over and they loved it. I will never forgive my aunt for slapping my mother in 95 or spitting, or my cousin for spitting in my mother's face. The same one that got HIV AIDS. That's sad, man. That's very, 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 very sad. I cannot believe this. I am sick too. And I'm okay. I'm okay. If anything happens to my body or my mind, I'm okay with my spirit floating and gravitating around. I'm not scared to die. But them, on the other hand, they feel like they got everything to lose. I am not scared to die. I don't want to die. But anybody that's human and or possibly in the other people that are aliens, they expire eventually. Anybody on this earth expire eventually. So I'm not scared. I'll take care of my health, and that's the best I can do. Jamar Belly works for NSA too, National Security Agency. You know, this is how I know they look out for me. I called, I don't know what made me look it up, but I called the National Security Agency, NSA, no actual agency. That's what they used to call it, no agency like that. Have y'all seen Enemy of the State? Enemy of the State. I actually met the guy they made Enemy of the State about. You really think they're not watching me? He was my neighbor, Marty Kaiser. Made $5 off of that movie. That movie made 300 million, if not more. I was 10 years old when I watched that show, that video, that movie. And so to get to, do you think that was a coincidence that I moved next to Marty Kaiser? And Jamar Belly works for the NSA. Last correspondence I had with Jamar is pissed. I know he's pissed at me that he works at the NSA. He told me he works, and I believe him because he used to be in the Marines and he moved up. We linked up one more time in Hawaii. We linked up one more time in Hawaii, and that was in '08. We talked one more time in 2020, and I was so pissed that he wouldn't let me interview him. But he got so many girls. It's with that. It's like feel like a magician. All these women that I juggle. But hey, he's a single man. I don't know if he was a coach and everything. But yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, I called the NSA And it said, the number you reached is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again. I said, what the fuck? I said, what? Because I was calling them to complain. And I called it back. It said it 5 times. So I left it alone. I said, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, seriously. So then a couple of months later, I decided to call again, the same number, because I had it programmed in my phone. And it said, NSA. I said, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, I would like to make a complaint. Well, ma'am, you cannot make a complaint with the NSA. Your best bet is to contact the FBI. I've even contacted the CIA like 10 times. They know me. They know me. And I contact the FBI like over 60 times via phone and 20 times via writing, because they know I can't write like that. I'm not a good writer. So yeah, man. I You got some bad ones and you got some good ones. And Marty Kaiser will forever be in my heart. He's an old man, but I love him because he was so sweet to me. He never skipped a beat. If you don't know about his story, his whole story, um, Marty Kaiser, he the two characters that play him is just him. Oh, the two characters that play him is just him. That's what happened to him. Will Smith and another guy. I forgot his name, but wonderful man. He said to get rid of the cell phones, the tracking devices, and everything. He said he taught me how to look for cameras in the house, but I'm like, you know what? I give up. I'm not paying for the app, so I just don't even care. But I can tell which cameras, which like if you have a socket in an apartment building that has an extra light on it, that's a camera. I looked it up, and somebody can actually place sensors under your car and track your every move, just because they think they want to know your every move. Just like a game, they watch you go from place to place, and then they go to that place to place, and they make it hard for you. But this, what really gets me mad, if we keep allowing illegal people to come in, it's going to be just like Afghanistan. People are literally going to be blowing up people's vehicles and using those martyrs or whatever they call to blow up cars and blow up people. It hasn't happened yet, but it will. It doesn't take nothing to build a bomb. That's what the people say. Now, what the FBI has recently been going through is two things. They've been going through a lot of cyber attacks from not cyber attacks, it's something else. I forgot the key links of what they're saying, but it's a growing virus. They actually shut it down, which is pretty cool, FBI. But also they've been getting a lot of terrorists. Actually, all the police agencies and FBI agencies did a huge sweep on the cartel. It was like several different departments across the world that shut down a bunch of drugs being brought in with the FBI. I wish I was there. I would have did a little dance. I'd have like, yeah, give me that drug. No smoking crack over here. No doing meth over here, baby. Yeah, man. I don't even be reading those things. I just be scrolling through. I'll be like, oh shit. They always showing me shit. I'm like, what are you showing me this shit for? I'll be like, what? Yeah. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's definitely worth looking at. They are so smart, man. They're more focused on uh growing viruses that's coming in through the systems. Like imagine back in the day, remember how they used to show the World Wide Web? You zipping through, you can go anywhere you want, bing, Facebook. You zap out of Facebook, you can go through anywhere you want, bing, Twitter, bam, you can go anywhere you want, you can go anywhere you want. You go to stock market, bam, you come back, 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 you come back. You go look at a violin, bam, violin store, bam. Like you can go anywhere in that web. Imagine a growing virus just going from app to app or from web station to web station. I'm just making up words that probably doesn't fit with the characteristics of what it's saying, but you get what I'm saying. Going to Facebook, creating a virus so it'd be hard, to get in. And they probably have been doing that because lately, a couple of months ago, uh, a month or two ago, Twitter and Facebook been having an issue with getting on. So that's what I mean. You got viruses coming in to keep people from intercepting and going through, a blockage. And these viruses are invisible to the older technology. It's getting better and better for them. The dark web and everything. So yeah, I did that. Let me make sure I posted. It should be posted by now. Okay, it's published. Let me write them. Oh, Stella and Paul Joe. Oh, fuck. There we go. Paul Joe. Okay. It is now on Apple Podcasts. Go back. Okay. Bam. Let's find the other guy. Wait, what's this? It's right there in my face, Kim. Where is he at? It is now on Apple Podcasts. Let's try it again. I could get into Kick right now because I got the verification code. It's right there in my freaking face. Let's try to get into Kick right now. Where is it at? Oh, settings, stream key. No, security, enable, copy, continue setup. Where is it at? Ah, crap. I just seen it. 293-589. 293-589. How is that invalid? Oh. What's today? That's what happened. Yes, my email is the Kimberly Cloud Show at yahoo.com. What did she say? These fees are referring to the accounts does not have to. Let me see. Ah! What did I just do? They said it was expired after 10 minutes. I'm trying to go live and it will not let me on StreamYard. Please help. Give me a second, you guys. Okay. I sent it. I sent it. I sent it. Look at spam. 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 You got way too many accounts. I know they got spam in here. Okay. Okay. What else? My homework. I'm thinking, do I need to go to the Space Needle today? I'm thinking, y'all. Take a picture there and everything, look all big and like a big Snickers bar or something with lipstick on. I feel like I don't want to be in the house all day. I did all my work. I get caught up on the rest week 5 uh, tonight. That's where I'm going, y'all. If they got any space. If not, I'm just gonna turn around and go back home. But I enjoy the ride. I go to the Space Needle today. It's a good day. I know it's no parking. I know it's no parking. I didn't even think I was going anywhere today. I don't know what I want to do. It just all depends. It's just a measly $40 to go up there. And yeah, so I may alternate and go somewhere else. I don't know. We don't know. She don't know. He don't know. It don't know. They don't know. I don't know. So I just want to get out the house. I'm gonna go somewhere special, so y'all can see sunlight and I can be happy. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I see you. I see you. Like seriously, I see you. Y'all take care, okay? I'll be back on here later.